Welcome to Game Day Picks. I'm Tony T. with you here Monday through Friday here at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Doing live free picks for today's action. That's why we call it Game Day Picks. So make sure you guys like, subscribe, and set notifications so when we're live with you, you can bet in the best numbers with our picks here from our great crew on our Tony's Picks from Tony'sPicks.com who contribute here on Game Day Picks. Just to remind you of a few things about our promo code. You can save 20% off all pre and pick packages when you use that promo code TonyT at checkout. You can access our page by clicking the link in the description, then the All Cappers tab, and then getting signed up. Also, we love your comments in the chat. Post your picks in the comments below. Always love to hear from you guys. And don't forget to pay a visit to Tony'sPicks.com. We're a multi-capper site showcasing our top cappers on our site. Click the link to the hot cappers right now. You'll find a drop-down menu. You can search by sport here. Hey, I did see college football up there. I thought that wasn't up there. But anyway, we got college football up there. You can hit NFL. We got some monster performers here on the NFL. Guys like Ben. We got Ramon, who's been hot in the NFL this year. So click the link, get signed up. Some really good top performers here coming in here. So if you want to look up the numbers, you can. And of course, here with our best bet, each capper can designate one best bet per day here on our site. And of course, you'll see a lot of the best bets here from our cappers like Ramon, Ben. I've got one up there. Mindy as well. Tiffany with a couple. Remember, it can be more than one best bet if you handicap more than one sport. So the cappers can designate one best bet from their card per sport per day. It's got to really stand out. We limit only one $15 pre and picks. Cappers want to showcase their service for that $15 promotional. As you can see, a lot of the cappers want to promote their best bet at $15 to introduce you to their service and hope that you will sign up long term for them in the long run as they provide winners for you. But again, be sure to check per sport here. As you can see, NFL, boy, look at the numbers. They've been some hot cappers here. I wish we would show this on the homepage, right? Look at the NFL. But what a start here this NFL season. So click the link here and get signed up. Of course, you'll find our pre picks at the top. So let's go ahead. Let's get this one underway. Let's take a look at who's on the show with us today. We got Ramon Scott and Mindy Han. All right, let's get game day underway. Let's go ahead and welcome in Mindy Han. You'll find her over at Tony'sPicks.com. Also, catch her Saturday with Thursday, the morning steam with Ramon. So tune in then. Now let's bring in Mindy right now. I think we're ready to roll. Mindy, how's it going?
I'm doing well. How are you today?
Doing great. All right, here we go. Baseball on the mind tonight. We're right into the we got Monday Night Football tonight, but still we got a lot of pennant races that we're getting closer and closer to the end of the regular season. Looks like 3 weeks left, I think so. 3 weeks from today we'll be into the wild card rounds. But anyway, tonight Blue Jays a host the Rays. A lot of playoff implications here. Blue Jays here minus 155, total 8.5.
Yeah, so I think this is going to be a fun matchup here today. Tampa Bay is looking to bounce back after a couple of rough outings there versus the New York Yankees. So it looks like maybe the starter here, Cooper Criswell for the Rays. Maybe going to see a little bit of Yarborough too. So, to me, this kind of looks like it's going to be a pitch by committee here with Tampa Bay. And with them, I do think that they have one of the better bullpens that you can find out there. Cooper Criswell, he was with the Angels before, pitched in their minor league system, and then went to Tampa Bay. But I think he's going to be able to give them a pretty strong outing here. And then on the other side, you have Jose Barrios, a right-hander. I think he's a little bit overvalued. I think in this matchup. He's been decent, but kind of pitching more like about league average. He has pitched really well of late. He's been 2-0, 3.33 ERA. That's better than his 5.23 ERA that he has shown here over the season. So for me, I'm kind of okay with going through the bullpen here with Tampa Bay. Usually that's not a strategy that I like. But Tampa Bay, they've beat the Blue Jays the last 4 out of 5 times. And actually the Blue Jays here, they've been kind of hot and cold. I think maybe a little bit more hot, right now. But it's me thinking that the Blue Jays here are overvalued. I think this is going to be more of an even matchup, but I'm going to tip to the Rays here, especially because they really have the edge against right-handed hitters. Now, if the Blue Jays had a lefty on the mound, I'd probably back the Blue Jays here in this one. But I think the Rays has decent value here today, especially the way I think this one has been moving up. I like the Rays at plus 135. When I looked at this morning, it was plus 125. So I'm going to go back the Rays here tonight.
Yeah, we got the value here on the Rays now, moved up to plus 135 in this one. Of course, Barrios, yeah, he's the, at first you count on him more at home than on the road. But again, it's been Barrios has not been himself this year, not producing the numbers. And of course, the big question here with Tampa Bay is who will they bring up to lineup? We did, by the way, Yarbrough saw. I was actually watching that game yesterday, believe it or not, Yankees and Rays, and Yarbrough was called in to pitch some middle innings there. So I'm a little. Actually, if he doesn't pitch, I'm okay because I'm not a big fan of Yarbrough because he's been sent down into the minors and has not had a really good season. So I'm just hoping they keep Yarbrough out of this one.
Yeah, I know what you mean, but it's kind of funny that the Rays just kind of find ways, they have a different way about them than the other teams. They don't always have that, big bankroll, but it's just like they just know how to win games. And this just to me looks like a spot where the Jays are really overpriced at that minus, 150, 160 going into this one here today.
Well, looks that way, no doubt about that. All right, we got Mindy here on the Rays, plus 135 here against the Blue Jays. This one will have a start time here of 7 p.m. Eastern time. All right, Mindy, let's take a look over at TonySpicks.com. We're producing really good results here from Major League Baseball over the last 7 days, 430 units of profit. We do have game one going on here between the Marlins and the Rangers. That'll leave us with 7 games remainder on this card, as well as that big Monday night football game tonight between the Broncos and Seahawks. What do you have going over at Tony's Picks?
Well, I'm kind of just choosing to stay away from a premium bet here on tonight's action for, the National Football League. But if you watched the show this morning, we did give out some free picks there of what we thought was going to happen here in this game. But I think it's going to be a fun one. What's the chances that the NFL put out a schedule just to have these two teams meet right off the bat? It was kind of like the Baker Mayfield playing the Browns yesterday. So I'm excited. I think it's going to be a fun one to watch. But I did find 3 Major League Baseball games here that I liked. So a small card, only 3 games today. Also did put out my best bet, so you can catch that. So I think there's some great plays here on the board. I think you can find something that you like. We gave out a lot of free plays for Major League Baseball. Also on my Twitter account, I also put out 2 additional picks there. So there's a lot of free action here today, but make sure you go ahead and get my best bets in that $25 3-pack. Been pretty hot in Major League Baseball. Went 9-2 over my last 11. So it's a good time to get some Major League Baseball here today.
That's right, guys. Got on board with Mindy over at TonySpicks.com. Doing great work over in Major League Baseball. So get on. She's on a really good run here. She does have a triple play MLB 3-pack right now on the board. Full price, just $25 for that 3-pack. Also, a guaranteed best bet up there for Mindy. She has made that her $15 premium, so get on board there. Of course, also, this is Monday, so maybe a good time to get on board with that 7-day all sports pass for Mindy. So a lot of action here. We got Major League Baseball here for 7 days. Of course, we got this at the stretch run here in Major League Baseball. A lot of playoff bids up for up for grabs, as well as wild card playoffs as well here in the final 3 weeks of the season. So that 1 month, that 7-day pass is a good value right now to pick up from Mindy. Also, you'll get her college football here for this week. We got action here on Friday as well as on Saturday, and of course NFL, right? Monday, Thursday, and Sunday. So a lot of good action here from Mindy from MLB, as well as football with that 7-day all sports pass to get. And of course, that's all sports. All sports. If she's in action in game 2 with the WNBA, well, that will also be part of it. But you got to just check to make sure the Lions numbers work out. That's what it comes down to with Mindy. She's a numbers girl. It has to make sense for her to put into play. But the WNBA finals are in action right now. As Las Vegas wins, but doesn't cover yesterday. That was kind of a familiar tune with them during the regular season, winning and not covering those big numbers.
They had it in the bag, Tony. They should have covered that.
Yeah,
they had 2 possessions there right at the end that they kind of missed some easy layups. So not sure what was going on there.
No, not sure. Of course, it matters is covering the spreads, and that home crowd probably was happy and not happy, right? Right? They went home happy and not happy. Happy they won, but they got a losing ticket in their hands, right? So that's how it rolls with the home crowd. But anyway, that 7-day pass is the way to go. Use this promo code TonyT at checkout, and you'll save 20% off. You can access Mindy's page by clicking the link in the description, clicking the All Cappers tab, and getting signed up. And of course, you can use that promo code in any of the passes. You want to go with Mindy for a 1-month pass, well, that's even good as well. Of course, that will get you into coverage here from, well, all the major sports here for 30 days. Get you right into the first round of the MLB wildcard round. Remember, there's a wildcard round, best of 3 series. So that will get you into that series, maybe into the beginning of the second round of the playoffs as well, Of course, NHL, we know NHL faces off here on October 8th, but she may need some more time to gather up some stats there in that league before she starts releasing. So it's going to be a lot of MLB as well as football and some WNBA with that, whether you get the 7-day or 1 month all sports pass. But use that promo code and save yourself some money. Of course, you can use them on the individual picks as well, up on Tony'sPicks.com. with Mindy as well. You just want to gather up the best bets or the one-day passes. Do that if you choose. All right, Mindy, it's always great having you show. Keep up that great work. You mentioned the Twitter account, Tony's Picks Mindy, and of course that the great show you guys are doing in the morning here. A lot of information, a lot of great picks there. Saturdays through Thursday here on the Morning Steam.
Yeah, and the good thing about what's going on over the last couple weeks here is that I'm collecting stats. So we're going to start, really kicking into gear here in the next couple weeks. So it's really a nice time to jump on board with me. We talk about it in the morning. Ramon and I, you can get the buy one capper, get another capper half off. So you can buy, a Ramon and Mindy package in there for only like $149 for 3 days. I think it's like $249, $349 for 3 days, or for a week-long pass. So it's really something I think you should consider, moving forward. You can get the biggest bang for your buck instead of, paying $25, $15 here or there to get something, get in with these hot cappers, and then ride that out a little bit over time. Because we all know that we run into some hot and cold spots, but we're getting ready to get all fired up here for the football season next week. Got a lot of stats coming in. I think we're in a prime spot to start making our move here for college football and the NFL. So yeah, check me out at Tony's Picks, Tony's Picks Mindy on Twitter, and then make sure you catch the Morning Steam show in the morning, where we give you lots of good insights, line movements, early line movements, and then also free picks on every game. So we had some nice plays yesterday in some of those football games, and so you should be able to get some more today. So check out the replay of that live show here today as well.
Yeah, replay there on the show. Just check out our YouTube channel. I make the live shows, the prominent one on display. So when you go to our YouTube channel, you'll see Tony's Picks is the name of our YouTube channel. You'll find the live shows going across, and you'll find the morning steam right there, right easy to find there. As long as I make sure I categorize it right in live, and if Ramon misses it, I'll catch it, hopefully, when I get up. So we make sure that it's there for you to catch the replay there on the Morning Steve there on our YouTube channel. Watch the replay. Still a lot of good information. Yeah, you missed game 1 of the Rangers Marlins, but there's still 7 more baseball games up there to catch, as well as the Monday Night Football game. All right, Mindy, continue that great success, and we'll talk with you again tomorrow.
All right, see you then. Take care.
You got it. Mindy Hahn here on Game Day Picks. Guys, we're with you here on Game Day Picks Monday through Friday here at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Make sure you like, subscribe, and set those notifications. We want you guys to be live with us. So when we give you these picks, you get the best numbers here on our show, or your sportsbook, I should say. At your sportsbook, you get the best numbers. All right, let's continue on here with Game Day Picks here. Next up is Ramon Scott. You'll find him over at Tony'sPicks.com. He is the top unit leader right now at Tony'sPicks.com in the NFL. So let's bring in Ramon right now. I think we're ready to roll over Ramon. Ramon, what's happening?
Well, I'm on the edge of my seat watching this Rangers-Marlins game. A big impact in the standings, just a huge game. And I'm trying to stay awake through it, Tony. It's 2-2, though. Good game.
Well, if the center fielder can catch a fly ball, it'd be 2-0. The under bettors would be happy right now, but they just can't catch a fly ball to center field. That's a major league play. I don't care. Was it? No, it's not a tough play. That's a major league play. You got to make the catch. All right. But anyway, we're 2-2 in this one, bottom 7th. I gave it the under as a free pick, so I didn't like seeing that fly ball drop. But anyway, we'll get to it here. Tigers and the Astros here at 6:40 Eastern Time. With the Astros road favorites, as you expect here, total 7.5.
Yeah, Tony, it's Framber Valdez Day for the Astros. We know what that means. He's going to try to extend his streak of consecutive quality starts. Now, a lot of people may have watched or saw the last game where Valdez actually gave up 4 runs in 6 2/3 innings, and you wonder, hey, wait a minute, he didn't have a quality start, but only 2 of the runs were earned. So Valdez extends his streak to 23 consecutive quality starts, really just an uncanny streak. They did end up losing that game to Texas 4-3. He went 6 2/3 with those 2 earned runs. But Valdez, he's still been hot. 5-1 with a 2.57 ERA over his last 6 starts. He struck out 11 in his last start. His first 5 record, that's where I'm going to go today, Tony, and figure Valdez has a quality start. And Houston with a big favorite here. We're looking on derivatives to try to get involved maybe with this Houston team. Valdez, 14-7-6 record in the first 5 innings in Houston. One of the most profitable teams in the first 5 innings this season. They are 36-19-11 on the road. Pretty similar percentage overall as well in the first 5 innings. They're plus 8 units for the season in the first 5 innings. Meanwhile, Detroit with Eduardo Rodriguez going 4.76 ERA over his last 3 starts. He has a first 5 record this season of 4 wins and 8 losses. Detroit in the first 5 this year, 46 wins, 74 losses, and 20 ties overall in the first 5. So Detroit right now with the worst K rate at the plate in the second half. We know their offensive woes right now, probably at the bottom of the league offensively now, maybe moving ahead of some of the weaker lineups. Falling behind some of those weaker lineups, such as Miami right now. Just not a great situation offensively for Detroit. Look, these 2 pitchers did square off back on May 7th. Eduardo actually got the better of Valdez in that game. Now, Valdez did have a quality start there. Obviously, he had 9 hits allowed, however, and just 2 earned runs. But Eduardo was the man on that day. He had 6 2/3 innings pitched with 1 hit allowed and 8 strikeouts. But Houston eventually did win that game. Detroit did lead after 5 innings of that one, 2-1. But Houston came back to win 3-2 with a couple of runs in the bottom of the 8th inning. Closed them out in the top of the 9th. But today, I look for Valdez to get it done in the first 5 here. Everybody's taken note of this streak. I don't know if it's necessarily a hidden stat or anything like that. I mean, you can't really look at the team total for Detroit. That one is really juiced up. I mean, 1.5 is like under 1.5 runs in the first 5 is like minus 150. So I don't know if there's any value to that portion as well. I think the -0.5 at minus 140 is going to be the look for me, Tony. Houston pretty solid, like I said, with their records in the first 5, and Eduardo a 2.08 ERA, 3 in those innings, and also Houston just been terrific as a first 5, like I said, over the season. I mean, their record already is pretty much opposite what Detroit's is, right? If you look at it, Houston close to 90 wins and Detroit close to 90 losses. So 2 teams that are having opposite seasons, if you will. And I've got Valdez to do the job today.
All right, we got Ramon here. Astros first 5 innings run line. Laid the half run, minus 140 here against Tigers. Was really impressed, Ramon, with your stats here on these pitchers. First 5, right? You've got the numbers down, which is really great to support that, not just to throw in opinions, but actually having the data to back up the selection here on the first 5 in this game. Of course, Valdez, as you said, put up some great numbers. Rodriguez had a good start to the season, was bogged down by an injuries, come back. Of course, I think the only sweat you have here is with the Houston offense early in the game, right?
Oh, yeah, no doubt about it. Like I said, Eduardo did a number on him previously, and that might be of some concern. Of course, Eduardo hasn't been overly terrific, like I said, especially over his last 3 starts, an ERA near 5. So that's what I'm kind of looking at there. We know Houston has been quite the under team this season overall. In fact, this series has gone under in 7 straight, and all 4 games that were played this season have gone under as well. Those were the 4-game set in Houston back in May. All of those games did go under the total. So might end up being a bit of pitcher's duel. Going to need a run. Going to need a run from the Astros. But again, Valdez, just a terrific record. Really wanted to mention that today. And the fact that it was extended despite a little bit of hiccup in that last game. He was affected by the defense in that one, and Houston lost the game. But Astros, I don't know if they're on cruise control yet, Tony, but we saw your Dodgers become that first team to clinch that playoff berth. We're going to see more in the next couple of days as well. The wild cards are heating up. I think we know in the American League who the teams are going to be, just how it's going to shake out as far as the seeding and matchups are concerned. They're a little bit tighter in the National League, unfortunately. Getting a little hot under the collar, but again, getting down to the end here in Major League Baseball. Probably not going to stop. I'm going light today on the card, but I still will have plays. And again, with our records, I mean, I'm up there in all the top sports, so in the major sports. So I'm going to keep that going. Want to finish strong in baseball. I think you might have clinched. I'm out of contention. I think, Tony. I need a miracle run to catch you.
Yeah, too early for that. Trust me. Still a lot of baseball left to be played, man. We still got a lot.
Yeah.
3 weeks regular season, sweating out the postseason games are razor tight lines. Still a lot way to go here. Astros first 5-run line, lay the half run -140 against the Tigers. This one to have a start time here of 6:40 Eastern time. Ramon, let's take a look over at TonySpeaks.com. Right now, where you sit as a top unit producer right now in the NFL for 2022. So we got the Monday night game tonight between the Broncos and Seahawks. We still have 7 games up on the board here from Major League Baseball. What do you have going on over at Tony Space?
Yeah, coming off a solid opening Sunday, if you will, in the NFL. I'm going to have a good season there. Went 6-3 yesterday. Probably should have done a little better. One flipped kind of towards the end, but no problem. A good start in the NFL. Like I said, that's what I was trying to mention was when it comes to all the major sports, NFL, NBA, NHL, Major League Baseball, you're going to find me on near or on the top of the leaderboards here at Tony's Picks in all the major professional sports. So I think that's what I'm proud of, and we'll keep it going. And I'm at one premium play tonight in the National Football League. It's a guaranteed best bet in the Monday night game between Seattle and Denver. Mindy mentioned the ironic matchup, if you will. We know that the matchups are predetermined by your standing and rotation through the other divisions on the other side, but the NFL dictates usually when those games get played, and they pick this doozy for Monday Night Football, just like the Baker Bowl yesterday. But this one might be, I think, a little bit more intriguing because of the great success of Russell Wilson and his career. Really, it might be must-watch viewing. If you're an NFL fan, you're not going to pass on this one. They're not going to boo him, Tony. He's going to get cheers. There's no doubt about it. He's a hero in Seattle, and he always will be, even if Denver goes in there and beats them tonight. That's not going to change their opinion of Russell Wilson. The 12s love him, and they always will. So they're going to want to beat him, no doubt about it. Seattle's passionate about that team. The 12s know the impact that they have on a football game, and they're going to need them tonight to be competitive against Denver, especially considering the touchdown spread tonight with that one. But again, I think must see viewing if you're an NFL fan. Russell Wilson's return to Denver. Mindy and I have talked about it on the morning steam, Tony, Russell Wilson's contract, and my position was, that he'll never fulfill the amount of money that he's getting paid by the Denver Broncos on the field, but his character and his personality, I think, carries a little bit of weight as well off the field. So Denver knows what they were doing there, especially given their history lately under Elway, trying to finally find a quarterback somehow, some way. They've had so much trouble really finding the guy, and well, they have him now. Even if he's not the same Russell Wilson, he will be the quarterback for the Denver Broncos. Ironically, it's funny, Geno Smith in there for Seattle. They're practically the same age. So, we talk about Seattle parting ways and what direction they were going to go. Mindy and I talked about the quarterbacking duel, if you will, in the preseason for Seattle that Geno pretty much had a handle on over Locke. So we'll see. I mean, those guys are kind of funny. They're almost the same age, and Seattle's kind of settling, I would think, with Geno Smith. They don't really have much prospects as far as future. They whether Locke's the guy, I'm not sure. So that's the direction they're going. They'll probably have to rely on their running game and that defense tonight, which just has a little bit of banged up as well. So good ball game, and one Monday Night Football. But I notice next week they're going to start those overlapping double headers, and you're a TV guy, so I don't know if that's going to be a great thing. I think people might like it. I'm not sure. We'll see what the returns are on that next week when they run two games up against one another with a bit of an hour gap between start times. So anyways, I'll be active in the NFL as my only play right now. Maybe come up. I just have two games I'm looking at in the major leagues and not sure going to get there. This is the one I'm banking on tonight. NFL action, Denver and Seattle.
That's right, guys. Get on board here. Ramon Scott over at Tony'sPicks.com. 994 units of profit. NFL document number 2 unit producer right now over at Tony'sPicks.com with Ramon Scott. So go ahead and get signed up as the numbers are there documented. You can verify those numbers by going to Ramon's handicapper page. Going down to pick history, you can see every play that Ramon has put up there. It's been quite impressive there in the NFL. So get on board right now. Of course, on the board right now, Ramon does have his NFL best bet up there for you on the site. And if you prefer, here we are on a Sunday. It might be a good time to get on board with that 7-day all sports pass here on a Monday. That'll get you all Ramon's plays here from the NFL. That would include Monday, Thursday, as well as the Sunday games, as well as all his baseball for 7 days. So full cards here, as well as college football. We have college football here on Thursday and on Friday and Saturday this week. So a good time to get on board. I didn't check the FCS schedule to see if there was some FCS on Thursday. I should have done that before I said that. But I do see some FCS here, a lot of FCS on Thursday. So I'm not going to discount Thursday. If there's action, he's got it. So guys, get on board with Ramon Scott over at Tony'sPicks.com. You see the numbers in the NFL fully documented, so get signed up and get one of the passes here from Ramon. We can save you some money when you use the promo code TonyT at checkout. You can access Ramon's page by clicking the link in the description, then clicking the All Cappers tab, and then getting signed up. All right, Ramon, is always great having the show. We also put together a Twitter account for you over at Tony's Picks Ramon.
Well, I've got a play for you tonight, Tony, on there if you want to log on and head on over to Tony's Picks Ramon, and it's going to pay off at close to 2-1, Tony. So I know you'll be checking it out. It's coming to you in Argentina Super League Soccer. So I know you'll be interested on a light card like tonight to try to pick up a 2-1 winner. Anybody want to jump on board with me? Log on to Twitter, go to Tony's Picks Ramon, and I'm going to have a 2-1 play tonight in Argentina Super League Soccer. So there's a nice little gem for you as well. Thank you.
All right, Ramon Scott. Check him out over at Tony's Picks. Ramon on his Twitter account. Of course, the morning steam. We tune in Saturday through Thursdays here at 9 a.m. Eastern time. You and Mindy put together a really great show in the mornings.
Yeah, and it's college football. We know it's a big card, and we kind of get started earlier in the week. We saw you posted your starting card there as well with videos today, Tony, on some of the college football action. You have 9 games up there on the Tony's Picks YouTube channel. Mindy and I will get started tomorrow with probably the same. I think we're looking at doing 9 or 11 games tomorrow to get the college week rolling. It'll be the Thursday action, the 2 Thursday games, and then the early card on Saturday. We'll preview that tomorrow, and then as the week goes along, adding more games until we get to Saturday, where we can probably knock off 20 or 30 games there for the a longer show on Saturday for the audience, and the audience participation continues to grow. That's what we like. People are come on the show, post their plays in the chat, and then we flash them on screen. So, you can show your friends, look, I put my pick on the air, and there it was, and everybody saw it. Hundreds of people who watch the show. So hopefully it'll be more than that soon, but nonetheless, your pick will be on the screen. We'll even, promote it and talk about, say, hey, look what so-and-so's got this week, and I think that's part of the fun of what we're doing with the show Saturday through Thursday, the morning steam with Mindy and I, and really it's just rapid fire rundown is really our feature. We do start off the show with a little bit of recap talk, spent a lot of time today talking about the Nebraska situation because that's Mindy's home base really, and funny, Tony, we were on the Sunday show and I think the heat was on in Lincoln, and I just kind of missed it. Mindy said, wouldn't be surprised if frost doesn't make it very much longer. And it wasn't, just a few minutes before the NFL kicked off that Trev Alberts had sent out that note. And Mindy tweeted me right away before it was even really trending on Twitter about the firing of of frost. So, we talk about kind of the events of the day, the injuries. We talked about, Dak and TJ Watt. So we cover all those things, the news events that do also pertain to gambling, and then get into the free picks rapid fire, where really it's just a pick after pick after pick, one or two sentences on why we like those games. We want to get a lot of free picks to you, and that's what we do on the morning's team.
All right, morning, Steve, guys. Tune in, Ramon and Mindy, Saturday through Thursday at 9 a.m. Eastern Time. Ramon, it's always great having you show. Continue that great work. We'll talk with you again tomorrow.
Thanks, Tony.
Got it. Ramon Scott here on Game Day Picks. Guys, join us here on Game Day Picks Monday through Friday here at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. We're with you live, so make sure to like and subscribe and set notifications so you're live with us. So you get the best numbers when you place your bets here from the picks that we give here on the Game Day Picks show. Let's continue on here with Game Day Picks. It's now time for my pick, and let's put mine up right now. Going to baseball here, Braves and Giants tonight at 9:45 Eastern Time. Braves big favorites here, minus 180. The total sits here at 7, and I'll be going under the total in this one between these two. Under the total of 7, the Braves and the Giants. And looking at this one, we got, of course, Spencer Strider here on the mound. It's just been a stud, just to make sure there's been no change to that. As we will go here, but still Strider, and Cobb is the pitcher, so no change there. In this one of the late night games, going under total here of 7. Of course, Strider's just been rookie of the year candidate, no doubt, with 29 appearances, ERA 2.69, WHIP of 0.97. 38% on the strikeouts, walks about 8.5%, get 40% ground balls, limits the home run. But look at this, his FIP is 1.82, which is lower, which is impressive, almost a full run lower than his ERA. It usually goes the other way around when you're this low, but my goodness, that's been impressive. Of course, we know Cobb has pitched well in that big ballpark there in San Francisco. ERA 3.68, WHIP of 1.29. Of course, the Braves are losers of 2 or 3 coming in, but when you look over the Braves over the past 10 games, hitting just 219. They've been on the road in these pitchers' parks, right? They've been in Oakland, they've been here in Seattle, hitting 219 against right-handers. But their bullpen has been sharp here, an ERA of 2.10. Looking at Atlanta here, they're 20-10 to the under against the NL West this season. We'll go under the total here between the Braves and the Giants. Hey guys, check out Tony'sPicks.com. I have a 3-pack right now. I have 2 plays here from Major League Baseball, as well as my premium pick from this Monday Night Football game. Also, I have a $15 premium pick right now for you, best bet. Now, that's also part of my 3-pack, so don't buy them both. So if you want just my standalone $15 premium best bet, that's on the board right now here from Major League Baseball, or that is also included in my 3-pack right now, because I have 3 premiums today on the board, 2 from baseball, 1 from the NFL, and of course, you can buy my $15 premium pick individually, as well as all my plays individually, as we have our pick ticker up there, offering them individually. I just want to make note that our 3-pack today includes a $15 premium. Couldn't find a 4th premium on the board. This one almost made it, but didn't quite get there because I wanted the 7.5. It was only 7s at the board, so I'm going to settle here with the 7 on this one. So check it over at Tony'sPicks.com right now. Get on board to one of my long-term passes. I am the top unit producer over at Tony'sPicks.com over in baseball. As we can verify that by going over to my handicapper page or just going to the records on the site. Let me see. I was trying to figure out how to add a feature here on the board. Let me see here. I'm going to try something here, and hope it works. This is not programmed in my stream box, but anyway. And probably why I shouldn't, because it doesn't look like I can get these records to work here. It looks like I can get the drop-down menu, see if I can get the records to work here. Probably not. All right, maybe not a good idea. I was going to try to use the drop-down menu to show you the league records. Maybe if I go down here at the bottom, we can see it. It's kind of small. And I don't know, man. I don't know if I can even see what this looks like. But I wanted to show you what my baseball was. Maybe we can. No, we can't go there. I don't know. Where is baseball at? Let me look up closer. Football. I know on this board it's tough to tell, right? It is tough to tell. All right. It's a little too hard to tell on this board right now. But anyway, you can check out the records. I wish the drop-down menu would work. That would make it a lot easier here on the site, on this browser here. But for some reason, I'm not getting the drop-down to work the way I want it to. I wanted to incorporate this into it, but this other screen is just way too small to show. Let's see, we got NFL, we got CFB, is that ML? I thought that was MLB. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe I was wrong here. No, now it's not even switching. Thought we had it here. All right. Uh-oh, I took one of my videos by mistake. So anyway, let me just get out of the screen because it didn't. I'll have to work a little bit on that. I just wanted to try that on the fly to see if we can get that to go, but I got some work to do on that graphic there. But anyway, you get the idea. Let's get right to the recap, and let's recap the plays from today. We'll do a little bit of a market research on this one. Okay, we start off with Mindy. She liked the Rays here at a money line plus 135 here against the Blue Jays. So let's take a look here at my live screen here, my live line screen, to see what the numbers are. Of course, we put up here the most widely available numbers, and we also tell you guys to go out there and shop for the best numbers. The only way to shop for the best number is open up as many accounts as you can. Now with legalization in those legal states, it can be easier than ever to do that. So she likes the Rays money line here plus 125 against the Blue Jays. I'm going to try to see where we can find the best number on this one. If there's in this one here between these two teams, and I want to display here. I want to display both the sides and the totals. Okay, so both the sides and totals here. Well, the best number here is actually, I can find here right now. Let's see here. What's the best? Okay, there's some good numbers out there. Overseas, I'm seeing plus 146. Las Vegas Strip again, I'm seeing plus 150. Another strip property plus 152. Your local guy has plus 149. If you use it, that's local software up there. A lot of them do. The popular sports books, the brand names, you can find a plus 138. Some offshores plus 144. So Vegas Strip, and you can find a plus 138 in some of the online, the two name brands. One of the name brands has plus 138, but Vegas Strip is kicking butt on this one. Plus 150 right now on one of the Vegas Strip properties. So, okay, so do your shop. I know not all of you guys are in Vegas. You got the apps in Vegas. For our Vegas residents, that's where you want to get. You want to get plus 150. There are some of the offshore people you can find plus 150, plus 152 right now. Actually, plus 152 at a major strip property right now is posting that. So that's a really good number there. Of course, if you got a local guy and he's using the software, you can find plus 149. So there's a lot of good numbers up there, guys. So look for that. Of course, we got Ramon here on the first 5, lay the half run minus 140 against the Tigers. Let's see if I can pull that up here. Do we got first 5? Sides total. That's going to take a little. Oh, no, I can find first 5 here. Let's see. Here we go. First 5. Let's see, what can we find in the first 5 here. This is the Astros and the Tigers. And first 5, we are going to find here. Actually, we want to find here the run line. So let's take a look here at the run line. Okay. Sides and totals, just sides, just totals, just money line. So, where is the run line on this? Oh, here we go. First half, run line. In this one between the Astros. Let's see, I should have looked at this one sooner, but let's see. We're going to get the run line here, which I thought I had here. Let me see. Oh, it would be spreads, right? Spreads. Where's that here? Doesn't look like I'm getting that number right now for you. It looks like I don't have it set up. Total side view spreads. So anyway, we'll continue on here and look at where you can. Well, let's look at the Braves and the Giants. We'll stay more conventional here. It doesn't look like I'm finding a spread on that one. I'm having a hard time pulling up the run line. We'll have to research that a little later. But anyway, going back to this Braves and this Giants game. I want to see where we can find the best number here in this one. So let's take a look here. The best number is going to be, well, someone is showing here, well, it's all 7s. Matter of fact, there's some 6.5s in the marketplace. So 7s are hard to find now. So you're going to be able to find 6.5s now in a lot of the books. And a matter of fact, on this one, your offline books right now, your two name brands are at 6.5. So that's going to be a tough number to find now. Because this one opened 7, went down. Las Vegas Strip again is going to be your property to get that 7. It looks like right now. So that 7, it's not widely available any longer. So that one is moving to 6.5, 7s. So you're going to have to really do your line shop to find it. I would not play it at 6.5. Anyway, there you go. That is our plays for you here. Make sure you tune in again tomorrow live here at 3 p.m. each time. We'll do it all over again. We're bringing our cappers in from TonySpeaks.com. They'll give out their picks here in our show. So make sure you like and subscribe and set those notifications. All right, that'll do it for today's show. Let's go ahead and bring in our crew from today. We'll bring him in right now. I'm going to go ahead and wave goodbye to you guys. You guys make it a great